Hello, my name is Pratap Singh Kalam, and I'm a part of Team BB8. We're currently working on an app where you can just click a picture of a plant and get to know about what the plant is it edible or not, and a bunch of information about it. So my part in this sprint was to research about this plantNet API, the one that we're going to use, and try to implement it inside our app. So without wasting time, let's move on to the demo part. I'll show what I did here. This is the main screen. We can just click take a picture and the camera starts to work. Here we can select what type of thing are we capturing, like a flower, and we click capture, analyze. There you go. It shows me all the information about the plant. It's a Canada lily. It shows me how much confidence does he have that he's right. Its Latin name, and is it edible, how to use, known hazards. This actually is just a hardcore thing for right now that I just created for it to look good right now. But we're still working on the plant data API. We haven't decided it yet. So this is what I built. So now let's move on to our code and to explain what changes I made. The first changes I made is in this camera.js file made by Malcolm. I updated it and made it work along the plantNet API because API had like some different needs. For instance, uh, before this API was capturing an image based just converting into a string, but the plant API needs Word to have it in a blob file. I changed that and made a couple of changes here in this file to align with the plant API. This basically just clicks a picture and convert it into blob file and gives to the plant API. And then this is the data file. I made changes. Basically what it does is after the plantNet API gives me the URL of the real plant, it fetches it and it prints the data inside the page. And this is the mock data that I just created. This is basically just a mock thing. It's not a real one. And it simply just gives on the things. Now, before doing all these, I made changes here. I actually set up the Express server so that it can route the API, the plant API. It can uh, fetch the calls, and this is basically leaf is the default part that it identifies, or the organ that other people chose. This basically just increased the precision of the API, and then it basically just returns the scientific name, the confidence levels, the remaining calls, more like how many more calls that it can make. These are simple routes, page routes, and simple 404. These are dependencies that were needed for the API. I downloaded that. I made sure the API keys are hidden, so I fetched the API keys from the site and shared it to my friends. Yeah, I just built the cool identification feature for this app. So for the next sprint, I'll try to work with the new data API that we'll decide and make this real data and try to wire it with the plantNet API to work it together. The issues and learnings I've got is the biggest issues I've had is to work with the different dependencies, the npm packages. I installed a bunch of wrong ones and I had problems, but at the end it got fixed. And but the good thing is I learned a lot about the Express, the packages, uh, and the biggest thing I learned a lot about the APIs, how to use it, how to implement it, what APIs are. Yeah, that's my part. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.